Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Lord of the Rings Online. Yes, it's once again that time to be making our way back into Middle-earth. I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. Tonight, we're doing a giveaway. We're also having a lot of fun getting our character a little bit more prepared, a little bit more well-rounded, and just overall, hopefully pretty good. Welcome everybody. Already so many people here. Can't believe it. I think this is the most people we've had this early on since like the expansion launch. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here early. Brandeth, welcome. Cyberg, welcome. Daus Grievance, welcome. Nice to have you here. They say that they're thinking about trying out LOTRO for the first time. How new player friendly is it at this point? I'd say it's pretty new player friendly, man. I think LOTRO does a good job of bringing new players in. If LOTRO doesn't, the community definitely really helps them out quite a bit. But you know, there's tooltips all along the way. Make sure to read those, don't just ignore them, because some of them are very helpful and you'll wish you had read them later when you have a player like 5 years down the line explain something to you that was there in a tooltip right at the start of the game. So it is worth reading some of those. Alright. Singlo, welcome. Nice to have you here. I found my future self. Oh, maybe. I don't know, man. Congrats, I guess. What server should you join? We play on Landerville, but really any of the servers are good. They did a server merge recently because they moved to like a larger type server. And so they merged some of the servers. And so there really isn't a bad server. Yeah, I saw the Discord, man. I saw the future self thing. That was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, let's go ahead and hop right on in to some good old Lord of the Rings Online here. So, when we last left off, we were doing the new instances and had a lot of fun doing that. We also saw that there were some that were broken. So we should probably look into seeing if that's still the case. And we also need to finish off our weeklies, where we still have 3 more instances to complete because, you know, that second one didn't complete itself, and we obviously did not survive the Nazgul solo. It wasn't the thing before, you just posted it 5 minutes ago? Oh. A new thing on Discord, alright. Let's take a look at this just for you, man. Just for you, Singlo. Let's see what's up. Here we go. Checking this out. It's loading. Court refuses trial by combat? I guess I don't see what you're talking about, man. Alright. Let's go back out into Middle-earth. Okay. Let's take a look out over here. Future you. Okay. Pretty sure you're older than me. Here we are inside Minas Morgul. Loving the look of the city still. Alright, let's go ahead and pour it on over to here. Get out of the city here. Such great atmosphere. Yeah, no kidding. That reminds me, we need to actually investigate, because we were going to see if they added any new quests in the what I consider unfinished area. So we're gonna go ahead
hear my plight
and make our way that direction, which I believe is here. Let's clear all, and somewhere in here there's a stable master. There we go. Tain Orwath. Here we go. Depends if you're younger than 27. I am younger than 27. It might be hard to believe. Yeah, I'll be 26 in May. Okay, we made it here. Let's see, we need to go this way, actually. I don't think it's actually up. Well, it might be. Alright, let's mount up. You thought I was 30? I mean, I know I'm ugly, but I don't know if I'm that ugly. You're 16? Oh my gosh. I don't know where you guys get your numbers. I don't know which one I feel is worse. Being told you're 16 or being told you're 30? Perfect. Where is that pathway? How'd we... we ended up a whole stable master back. Alright, let's go up here. Well, over here more like it.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
Here we go. Probably the beard. I mean, I guess so. I guess so. A beard disguises the age of many. But I don't know how you explain the 16. Alright, where... It's obviously not here. Where is this path? Okay, we're gonna try to get there safely. Hey, Andoran, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Orson Carl, welcome, welcome. And Cut Purse, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Okay, here maybe? Here. Here we go. I forgot about all the fog. Hey, Bellon, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Forgot about this. Whew. Some dark landscape here. It'd be funny if they put like a giant pit in here somewhere that players just fall into if they're not paying attention. As best, welcome, welcome. Okay, hopefully we didn't get the fog bug. I think we might have gotten the fog bug. Oh boy. Let's see, I think down is this way. Still not as bad as the Gravenwood traps in Tunland. That's true. That is true. Of course, I guess it's nighttime. That's probably why it still looks this way. I bet during daytime it gets better. So I really doubt they added in any more quests, but I'm wanting to check just to make sure. Because they did add the instance that's related to this area. And so I'm just, you know, wanting to make sure that there's nothing else here. Because it ended it so abruptly, it was kind of ridiculous actually. My guess is whenever the Black Book of Mordor comes, whenever we get the next Black Book, my guess is that's when we're going to have all this resolved. But who knows? If your quest is to get gear, then technically there is one. I mean, yeah, that's technically true. That is true. Hey, Viper, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. That's technically true. You're right. The Fane of the Eye. I forgot that's what this is called. Yeah, I just want to explore this thing real quick again, because I forgot all about it. Yeah, we'll fight you. Man, Landscape 130 is so easy now. That's right, I remember this place now. Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's go back. We don't need to fight through all of them. That new gear is pretty helpful. Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, I guess it's a good time as any. We are working on getting more defensive virtue traits because we finally agreed, after you guys pressured us so much, that we do need more mitigations. So we're going to go for some of those. And so we're currently leveling honor and fidelity. So those are the two we got. And they should be quite helpful. Alright, let's go ahead, mount on up, make our way back over to the main event here. Here we go. But yeah, there should be a producer's letter like any day now, right? I'm just waiting. Just waiting for that producer's letter to let us know what 2020 has in store for LOTRO. I'm excited. This expansion was so good. I can't wait to see where they're going. Of course, they do still have, you know, the raid and everything else, so it's quite possible we might not even hear or see anything till after the Shelob raid, which would be kind of crazy. Is it too late to start playing? No, not at all. LOTRO is going to be around for a long, long, long time. Not too late at all. They haven't done the Flood Fells yet? Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Lingering Shadow. This is great. Whew. They really take away a lot of your health. Floodfells were in last year's producer's letter? Interesting. I guess I don't remember what the Floodfells are. Let me look that up real quick on Tolkien Gateway. North of the Anduin? Oh, we actually might have gotten those. Where's that area they added? Oh, no, it was up in here. I think... No, to the Floodfells. Yeah, we haven't gone there yet. This says to the Floodfells right here. So I guess that'll be next, probably, and then we'll go up to Gundabad. Unless they do something Shelob related before then. Or related to this whole plotline that they got going on. Hey, Reze. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Lots of people that don't normally tune in tonight that are popping in. I appreciate it. It's kind of interesting how Twitch works, right? Because sometimes you'll go like months and months without seeing someone, and then they'll, you know, just pop in one day. It's cool to see. Alright, I am not seeing any new quests in here. So I'm pretty sure we're good. I'd assume Gandalf would have the continuing quests, but You never know. And man, this tower looks so cool. Like seriously, that just looks awesome. You should have called yourself Andang the Blue. Oh my gosh. Nah, Andang fire's fine. The main reason that we changed was, first of all, underscore LP is like impossible. You know, people forget the underscore when they're wanting to raid, things like that. So yeah, it's still barred off here, so we can't enter still. So it looks like they haven't added anything. Homo fire, oh my gosh. Team Blue. You know, Team Blue would not have been bad, actually. Andang Blue. But see, then that sounds like you're sad all the time. I don't know if I'd want that. Alright. So yeah, definitely not any new quests. Can't wait till they remove this bar thing here and we can actually enter this place. It's so weird that they have it built this way, right? Like, why place this here when you could just not connect the door in? Makes me wonder if we're actually ever gonna go inside here. I would assume we would. But who knows, that's kind of weird. Ironically, everyone and I like stay up late one night going through all these different names. This was after I did the name change, by the way. He's like, fire, that's not very good. Ironically, Andang Potatoes was what we thought was the best name out of everything. Huge fan of your channel since 2013 or 2014. You're new to the Twitch channel? Nice. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of people here that have never, you know, before this last year, I've never even been on Twitch. We've definitely caused a lot of people to come over to Twitch. It's been kind of cool, actually. Andang Shepherd, yeah, that was a big suggestion too, but I decided not to do that either. Okay, let's go.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Get these quests and get started on some instances here. And we'll start with the new one just to see if it got fixed. I saw in the patch thing that they didn't mention that the other instance is broken, so maybe it's fixed. I don't know why my voice went that. That was very high. I'm embarrassed now. All right, let's. Whoa, no, that's not what we meant to do. You're standing dangerously close to that signpost, man.
Now then.
Watched a video a couple of years ago about LOTRO and you thought, who's this idiot? I rest my case. Oh my gosh. That was the perfect timing there, Brandeth. That's hilarious. Puberty hit you like a brick. You sound like the Rangers of Athelion. Alright, cool.
Let us not tarry.
Let us not tarry. Thingalo Singalo said. No voices too high. I don't know. I don't know. What do we want to do today? We definitely don't want to do Filth well. Also, probably don't want to do the Hollow Black Lord. Let's try Houses of Lamentation.
Now then.
See if that thing's broken.
Let us not tarry. Now then.
And we'll probably do Shadow Roost.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
And then let's do Harrowing as well.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy. Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
Because we already successfully did the Hollow Black Lore. So we don't need to do that one again tonight, per se. Because we've already done it this week. Kosin Carl, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I don't blame you. Doing them at 121 is so much quicker. Yeah, that is true. I definitely am thinking about just going in and doing them at 122 just so we can complete the quest still. Because we already did... Why do I always do that? Because we already did this one before, Houses of Lamentation, I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Well, last time actually we didn't run it at 130, we ran it at a different level. So let's go ahead and run this one at 130. We haven't done that yet. Let's see how this works. Endorum, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here.
None come unbidden to the Houses of Lamentation. And yet, here are
so
the
cool.
living and the deathless, uninvited and uninitiated. I have not forgotten the rites of old master, for Mordor shall soon drink of their blood. There is flesh to be cleansed, and there are minds to be broken, and all shall be left naked before the lidless eye.
This guy's moving. He's legit here, but he's like, I'm not gonna attack you. Alright. That's super creepy. Do all these move too? No, they're stagnant. But he's moving. Look at that, that's crazy. So how do you enter the giveaway? Yeah, it's exclamation 2020 this month. After we do tonight's giveaway, we will open up the 5th and final giveaway of the month. So if you're interested, you know, stick around for that. Because we'll be doing that one by the end of the month, which means it won't be on Sunday. It's going to be before then. There we go. Let's just keep standing in the puddle, because, you know, that's great. Now, I don't know what we're even looking for. That's also great. Let's see. I don't think there's anything here we need then. But we might have to actually defeat everything. Weekly giveaways, 4th giveaway of the month. There's going to be a 5th. How many weeks a month are in your head? Yeah, we are doing more than just 4 this month. Next month will probably be significantly less. Basically, however much you guys support on the previous month, that's how much we give away the next month. Half of everything we make on this channel, after expenses, we put back into giveaways. Just as a way to give back to you guys and say thanks for all your support. Okay. I think we got all the things down there. Yeah, if you do exclamation 2020 and it doesn't say anything, you're already in. $30. Shadow's Sworn Tormentor. These guys look so cool. Let's get all these things. Hey, Ponton, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. And Dorum, thank you so much for the sub with Twitch Prime. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra entries in the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Thank you, really appreciate it. Alrighty. We're gonna just leave them be. We'll take care of these blood reserves, which is super creepy as well. They probably have a major mosquito problem here in the Houses of Lamentation. I mean, they're in a swamp kind of thing. They got just blood sitting around, like... can't be good. And everyone knows mosquitoes serve Sauron, so that's just guaranteed. Hey, goofy old lady, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. West Nile virus, yeah. West Mordor. The West Mordor virus. Even though it's technically East Mordor, but don't worry about it. Alright. Get the bats out? Yeah, no kidding. Man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Take care of this ritual tome too. See, the quests kind of annoy me. Because it feels like busy work, right? Just let me do the instance, you know? Fight all the mobs. It'd be one thing if it was like, you know, kill this. I kind of wish, I can't believe I'm saying this, I kind of wish there was one collection and one kill this many mobs, but the fact that there's 2 collections they have to do for every instance now in the game is kind of annoying. Del, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Don't say what about Mordor? I was just saying it's actually East Mordor instead of West Mordor, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Where is this in Middle Earth? Let me show you. Complete that quest. This is the new Minas Morgul update for the Lord of the Rings Online, which is in Mordor. I'll zoom out in a second. We are right down here at Bar Ninareth. This is above the plains of Gorgoroth, which has Mount Doom. It's over here. So here's Mount Doom. We're over here in Minas Morgul. Over here is Ithilien with Osgiliath and everything else. Like Osgiliath is like right next to this thing, right? And then there's Pelennor and Minas Tirith. What's crazy is I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe you could see Mount Doom from there. You know in the movies how there's like that iconic shot of them looking out over the edge of Minas Tirith and seeing Mount Doom? I don't know if that's actually 100% possible, but it might be. Which, by the way, we need to go to Sammath Naur at some point and deal with that, whatever his name is, Barangos. Because that'd be super cool too. Did these guys respawn? Or is he just... Oh, he's just a patrol, I bet. Alright. East Mordor doesn't exist yet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So anyway, and then, of course, Mordor is over here. In Middle-earth. Alright. Will you get a notice when to renew on Amazon Prime while you're here? So if you're subscribing with Prime, it lasts 30 days. It does let you know, hey, you know, it's time to do it again, kind of a thing. I don't think it actually sends you a message, but if you come into the channel, it'll have like a resub thing to keep going. So there is that. What pitiful sorcery is this? With all the gifts the mistress has given you, none can put an end to those intrusions. Oh dang, this guy's not happy with them. I missed that story. Wow. Deliver myself to the Agath Kali myself. Yeah, I was just reading. I wasn't paying attention. All right, dang. Let's go. This is easy. The next part's harder. Hey Lex, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. No. I mean, no, we didn't think he's so easily defeated, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know if he has dementia. He doesn't remember that we fought before. Oh, geez, I forgot about this part. I think we actually fought so quickly because we were doing it underleveled before that we never even got to this part. I think we somehow glitched him to be defeated earlier. There we go. Or I'm just completely forgetting. Cool. Alright, do Prime subs support you as well as regular subs? Yeah, they technically support a little bit better, actually, which is kind of crazy. Hey, Viper, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub! Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra inches in the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Alright. Let's see. We now need to defeat the next boss from somewhere in here and keep going through all the fun houses of lamentation. Man, could you imagine if the House of Lamentation was a fun house? That'd be hilarious. Like oversized mirrors and things. It's just mocking you about your actual body size. That's all the Houses of Lamentation really are. Just a bunch of mocking about your player character. Oh, man. I think there were actually more blood reserves back there. We need to go back and make sure that there aren't. Real quick here. And then we'll go back the other way. Hey, GamerBud, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Nice name. Why the name change? So, thank you for bringing me back to that. I did get interrupted. So, reasons behind the name change. As you guys know, I used to be Andang_LP here on Twitch. Horrible name for rating and things like that. Having an underscore in your name, just, to me, not very good. It makes it not very user-friendly, right? And, hey, Go Blueberry, thanks so much for the follow. And, for those that don't know, Andang means torch in Indonesian. The idea is that we're lighting up everybody's world and, you know, giving them entertainment to make it be a better place. So, the idea then became, well, what would the, like, live version of a torch be? So, you know, like, something live, like, you know, whatever channel. If a torch were to go live, it'd be on fire, right? Hence, Andang Fire. I know it's kind of corny, but that's what we went with. Also taken into consideration the fact that Amazon's TV service is called Amazon Fire. So I was thinking, why not Andang Fire, you know? It sounds kind of cool. Hey Reze, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra inches a monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Andang Lit. I thought about Andang Lit, but then I was like, no, we can't do that. We'll get too many Generation Z in here doing all sorts of crazy things. Sheeps on Fillery. Hey Diego, welcome. Nice to have you here. Did we just go in a circle? I feel like we just went in a circle. Alright. Let's try this way. I don't think this actually goes to anything now that I'm thinking about it. We might have to defeat these guys. I don't remember. Let's go ahead and fight them and see if it unlocks anything. Too many zoomers. We need more boomers. Hey, Pookie Mojo, welcome. Nice to have you here. PVMP Andang, yeah, that was the old adage, right? Yeah, we changed out of that when we started focusing more on, like, news videos and things, and luckily YouTube let us be just Andang. But sadly, here on Twitch, we can't be just Andang, because that would obviously be the preferable name. But Andang Fire, it's easy to remember. If someone, you know, is unfamiliar with the Andang name, at least you can somewhat relate to fire, whether it's a good relation or a bad one. You know, at least that makes it be a little bit less foreign sounding, perhaps. And a little bit more relatable to the audience. My streams are lit. Yeah, I should add that, right? But in the third person, like, Andang streams are totally lit, y'all. He's down with the kids. I promise I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. All right. Ew. Right? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I should have given a warning. There should have been a warning, right? That's funny. See, you guys didn't know how well you had it. I could be catering towards that, you know, 18-year-old audience. Didn't know how good you guys had it. My favorite thing to tell old people is Justin Bieber's older than me. They don't know what to do with that information. Eight-year audience. Yeah, I think I just lost all my audience right there. Play Fortnite? No, I think I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, but Bieber's also old now. Yeah, but old people don't know Bieber's old, right? To them, he's still like that 12-year-old on the internet. Not even YouTube. They don't even know, you know? 3 viewers now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Brand Death? I ain't seen no 3 viewers. Oh, right, because everybody left. Yeah. That's funny. There's no Agent Pixels, just results. Okay. Let's see, we still need 2 more blood vessels, which is creepy, by the way. Oh, I thought there was a thing behind here almost. It kept going. Alright. Yeah, he's... Justin Bieber. Isn't he the kid from the internet? Plural. Yes, Grandpa. Opinion on new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. It's not out yet, right? Like, so far, everything I've heard about it seems pretty good. Seems like they're moving in the right direction. I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes out for sure. And yeah, I'm hyped about it. I'm much more excited about the new Amazon Lord of the Rings MMO. That I am super hyped about. Even if it's horrible, even if it's like the worst game ever, at least there'll be some competition for LOTRO, right? Maybe push the developers to be a little bit more focused on quality, right? Trying to get rid of that lag, maybe, you know? I like how they're just having a chill conversation in the Houses of Lamentation. Like, he's like, and then I tortured the prisoner by doing this, this, and this. Oh, yes, I've done that method of torture too. It's very effective, yes. If it's horrible and falls quickly, then they'll think, oh, what else is there with LOTR MMO-wise? Yeah, if it fails, then that's true. But I think even if it's the worst game ever, it's not going to fail right away. And here's why. Amazon is going to be promoting the heck out of this thing, right? And there's going to be people playing it just because it's Lord of the Rings. And so I think even if it's the worst game of all time, there'll still be people playing it because of Amazon promoting the thing. Assuming Amazon does their job to promote it. Of course, if Amazon knows it's really bad, they might not promote it too, right? So, like, the only potential negative is it could be the same problem we had with Warner Brothers. Amazon could be so focused on the television series that they don't even promote the MMO. That would be bad. That was the problem with LOTRO, where Warner Brothers really was not promoting the game. And there's still a ton of people that have no idea the Lord of the Rings Online exists. Or they're like, oh yeah, I remember hearing about that from like 10 years ago, and they don't know it's still around, right? Like, I can't tell you, because I tell people at work like what I do, right? I'd say probably half the people that I've told at least know that Lord of the Rings Online exists. But the other half have no idea, and they're Lord of the Rings fans, because that's how it comes up, is it's through, you know, them mentioning something Lord of the Rings or Hobbit related or something like that. Do you think Warner Brothers was a bad thing for LOTRO? I think Standing Stone Games made a mistake chasing Warner Brothers down. I don't think Warner Brothers ever wanted to buy Standing Stone Games, or Turbine at the time. I think Turbine just kept pestering them based on how it sounds from some of the dev things that devs have posted on the forums that have, you know, there's devs that posted that have like pictures and things like that. It sounds like the Turbine team was focused on just trying to get Warner Brothers' attention, to the point where apparently they were working on a Harry Potter MMO, which Warner Brothers wasn't interested in either. So like the acquisition, it seems, was really just to help promote their Hobbit films. It seems that they were using LOTRO, because if you remember, we had, there were promotions and stuff about the Hobbit films for LOTRO. Like LOTRO got content that was promoting the Hobbit films, right? It didn't go the other direction. There wasn't Hobbit film stuff that was promoting LOTRO. And so it seems like it was just Warner Brothers bought them to help promote their movie. And then once they were done promoting their movie, they started laying off. Well, they were laying off company-wide, right? They were doing layoffs regardless of where it was. So like every part of Warner Brothers was getting layoffs. And that's why Standing Stone Games also had layoffs, because it was literally every part of their company. Didn't matter where, they all had to get layoffs. And then LOTRO would hire back people, and then they'd fire more people, and then they'd hire back people, and then they'd fire more people. And so then, you know, Standing Stone Games became their own entity. I'm guessing they got tired of Warner Brothers firing them. And I think that was the best move they could have done. I think because of how Turbine was funded and things like that, and how it was a very business-focused company, I think it was inevitable that they were going to at least be actively pursuing being acquired by Warner Brothers. Whether or not Warner Brothers agreed to acquire them, it seems like it was guaranteed that they were going to be trying to do that. I don't think there's any way that they weren't going to. And everybody, I think, just assumed that even after the Hobbit films, Warner Brothers was still going to be making Lord of the Rings and, you know, Hobbit-related stuff. But that didn't happen. It's actually very shocking that we've not, you know, I can't believe that Warner Brothers didn't make like a standalone Aragorn film or, you know, stuff like that. I don't think Warner Brothers knows what they have rights to. I don't think they have any idea. And that's the saddest thing of all, I think, is that Warner Brothers has no idea what they have. And they didn't know what they had with LOTRO either. What exactly is Daybreak's part of LOTRO? It seems like they are just a publisher. They are not the employers of anyone at Standing Stone Games. They have no control over payroll or anything like that. It seems like they are just doing publishing. Interestingly, everyone upset with the $130 expansions, I don't think you should be upset at Standing Stone Games, because every single Daybreak MMO has had, as far as I know, maybe not every single one, but almost all of them have had a $130 purchase option. So the pricing of the expansion, I'd say that is all Daybreak. The content and every story and, you know, all that stuff, everything else basically, that's all LOTRO. That's all Standing Stone Games, as far as I can tell. Yeah, they're just publishers. Yeah, I don't think there's any, like, if, let's say, Daybreak went under tomorrow, right? Standing Stone Games would probably be completely unaffected. Except for maybe, like, parts of their store wouldn't work for a few days till they got it fixed, right? And there'd probably be a grace period anyway till they shut things down. So, yeah. Standing Stone Games is its own independent thing, as far as I know. I forgot that they come and attack you. I forgot we were in Beauty and the Beast here. Alright. Goodbye, buddy. Tale as old as time, right? Yeah, tale as old as time when the blood vase attacks you. Tale as old as time. Something rhyme. Yeah, alright. Something interesting with Daybreak's pay model in MMOs, it's shared through games, so you just pay for a Daybreak sub. Yeah, I'm surprised that LOTRO hasn't done, like, I'm surprised Daybreak hasn't done a, like, even more premium sub that includes Standing Stone Games games. I'm surprised they haven't done that. Yeah, the end boss is the one that was bugged. That's why we're going through here, actually, is to see if it's still bugged. Yep. Also, apparently you can't do the other new one on Duo. The other scaling new one. Apparently it's glitched out too. That's what the launcher said anyway. So hopefully they know about this one. Hopefully it's fixed. Because they do have the ability to fix some things without taking the servers offline even. They were able to, for example, close that instance, the Duo size, so you can't select Duo anymore without taking the servers offline, which I think is some pretty cool tech that they can do things like that. Would definitely pay for DDO if you had to say, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even if just Standing Stone Games gets a joint sub between DDO and LOTRO, that would be cool. I can't, like, I feel like they're just missing out on extra money, right? Here we go to the tree. They closed Turtle back when the LS level 60 because it was way too easy. Without closing the servers, yeah. Hey, Kid Emotions, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. How's the LOTRO grind going? It's doing good. It's doing good. Having a lot of fun tonight. We're hoping this new instance is fixed. They, this week, we did a stream on Wednesday to kick things off. They released these new instances, so we've been having fun going through those. They both seem not broken, but not as good as they could be, right? Here we go with the long interaction here. Why is she down there anyway? It's like such a weird place to be. It'd make much more sense if she was up here, or if that was higher up, right? To show off that she can fly, right? Like, you'd think Lyrith would want a powerful position, right? And literally just be flying here. That tree just looks so ominous, though. Yeah, this is everything Lyrith's been working towards. 2 out of 10 quests. You came with a raid from Big Ed. You remember you were trying to kill some people who wouldn't seem to die. 3 days of farming and finally 1 Ithilien shard. Only 1 from 3 days? And yeah, she wants her heir. She wants her heir. She wants her heir. But yeah, I wasn't kidding. This is a long time. So I'm guessing all these were killed by Lyrith, right? Jeez. Like, that's some work. People lost their minds. A couple of days ago, they were selling for 1,200 gold each. They're now down to 200 gold. Well, that 200 gold's better. Still a lot. Alright, there they go. And now she flies on away. Kind of wish in LOTRO if you bought the latest expansion, you got all the previous ones. Yeah, that should be standard business practice. That should be the MMO standard. And it kind of is. Like, in World of Warcraft, that's what they do, right? Wish you a great stream. Thanks. Gonna be in for a little bit. Nice. They do it in EverQuest? Why don't we do that in LOTRO? That would make, like, I feel like that would get a lot more people to buy the $130 expansion. If they don't have another expansion, I think people would see a greater value in some of those different pricing models. I think it would have been cool since Minas Morgul is like the conclusion to the Mordor expansion. If they had at the very least included Mordor with Minas Morgul, I think that would have been nice. And again, at the very least, reduce the cost of the previous expansion to 20 bucks every single time you release a new expansion. Of, you know, the base edition at least. But sadly, those aren't decisions I make, so here we are. Even in Elder Scrolls Online, if you buy ESO elsewhere, I think you get Somerset and Morrowind. And I mean, I was hoping when they released the Beorning, what I was hoping is that they would, and I think this would have been a big marketing move, right? If they would have, when they released the new Beorning class all that time ago, the first class LOTRO had had in years, right? If they had made all of Shadows of Angmar completely free. That would have gotten so many more people into the game. And I feel like it was a major missed opportunity. So yeah, everything 1 to 50 from the Shah of Angmar. So that'd be, you know, Evendim, all that stuff. I hope I didn't miss a route or two or 17. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this thing is working now. Come on. You know the Lord of the Marvel, how they are made? I mean, no, I don't.
Teach them as I have taught you, my servants.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's still very glitched. Because I'm guessing they're supposed to fight each other, right? And it seems Lyrith's just not kicking in. Where'd they come from? Yeah, they were just sitting right there.
Teach them as I have taught you, my servants.
Yep, it's broken. Great. Some creatures are made by turbine. SSG, not sure where they came from. If you changed your name to Andang Lit, it would be fine. No. We can't do that. And also you have a 60-day cooldown anyway, so there's that. Isn't it this way that we want to go for the end of the instance? Question mark. I don't know. We still need the roots. Somewhere there's the way down to the root system. I think it's actually this way. No. It is back over here. Let's see up here. Yeah, we can go down over there. Here we go. Finish out this instance here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, not finish the instance, but at least finish this quest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vampire based. But yeah, I didn't pay enough attention in Moria when they were introduced. Or Angmar, or wherever they were. I guess they were introduced in Angmar. I didn't pay enough English. I didn't pay enough attention to those quests at the time to be able to remember now. Here we go. This will finish it all off, and then we can go. Sadly, still not. So that means we need to pick up some more quests for the other two instances, but that's fine. We'll run through them real quick, and then we'll get on to some of our deeding. Man, that's annoying. Yeah, Bellon, you can join for the deeds. Let's see. I guess we'll do Deep Barrow
Let us
too.
not tarry. Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Alright. Here we go. Shadow Roost. 122 just so we can do the weekly. Let's go.
High above the Morgul Vale, nestled in a cleft upon the slopes of Agathras, lies Garth Dairoval, the Shadow Roost. It is said to be home to Katlob, the terrible winged broodmother of the fell beasts of Mordor, whose countless children become favored mounts of the Nazgul.
I swear that fell beast was just like dying off screen when we started this thing. So why do you play on Landerville? A few reasons why we started playing on Landerville. One, we were a writer for a casual stroll to Mordor back in the day, and Landerville's their server. The server they played on, I should say. Two, it's the server of Weatherstock, which we really liked. It also was the server of Lonely Mountain Band, which the actual Middle-earth Network back in the day, I was involved in on their official show as well. So basically, all my friends were on Landerville that I had made online. And so of course I'm going to play on Landerville in LOTRO, since that's where everybody was that I knew at the time.
My anger builds!
And I'm really not, like, aside from, like, you know, other podcasts and stuff, because I know LOTRO Academy played on Arkenstone and stuff like that. Aside from that, like, I'd say probably 90+% of people that I knew at the time were all playing on Landerville. Like, for whatever reason, it was just the content creator server for a while. And then new batches of content creators came in, and now it's not even a main server anymore for content creators. That's, I think Arkenstone's probably the main one now for where most content creators seem to be. That and Brandywine. Oh, Molly, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Arkenstone does seem to be the main. How many people are here at the moment? On the Who page? $500? So it's maxed out, I believe, isn't it? 500's the max. But one thing I like about Landerville is it has a pretty good range. Has a pretty good range of levels and things like that. It's not just people playing at the end, there's people playing all over. It's either 500 or 1,000, I don't think it's 600. So there's more than the most it'll display, I think. Because I doubt it would be exactly 500, right? Or maybe it just averages it out, I don't know. Not sure how that works. You're stuck in a queue for a while? 1,600? No, I'm not asking for the player cap. That's not what I'm asking at all. The player cap's totally different. These don't tell you every single player. At least, that's how they've worked for years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those only show 500. Yeah, server cap's a totally different number. But still, either way, there's a decent number of players on right now for a Sunday night on a 12-year-old Lord of the Rings game.
Now then.
Yeah, that's just one of the 10 servers. Or more now, I guess, since there's legendary servers. I think it's funny that you have to wait for them to hatch before it'll open up. Come on, how do you interrupt it? Oh my gosh.
The eggs have begun to hatch! Quickly! Toss the egg into the cavern below!
Legendary is mostly dead, yeah. I'm not surprised given how fast they progressed it. They progressed it way too fast. They killed it themselves. Just like the WoW server killed itself, right?
The eggs have begun to hatch!
At least that's
Quickly,
what I've heard.
Toss the egg into the cavern below!
Brandywine is showing 464. So yeah, I guess 500 seems to be the max. Brandywine has less than the max right now, apparently.
The eggs have begun to hatch!
4 months each expansion,
Toss
pops
the
them out
egg
whenever they
into the
feel like
cavern
it.
Below.
Yeah. Nowhere near long enough. Personally, I would have liked to see them release it slower than they initially released, not faster. And never have them catch up. Ever. Or, even better, you got 2 servers. Have one progress at one rate, another progress at another. Allow transfers in between because they're all VIPs, and you're good to go. I hope it was this way we're supposed to go. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, it looks like it. Cool. Five to 6 months would be cool? No. I think that's still way too fast. I'd like to see them have Angmar for 2 years. Just Angmar. 2 years. Have Moria for like a year, and then maybe every expansion, you know, well, maybe just stop after Moria. Or, even better, just have different legendary servers with different caps, one at each expansion, right? So then you have 7 servers and you're good. Well, probably less than that because you wouldn't need to do the recent ones, I would think. Just have different servers all at different caps. Problem solved. That way everybody that wants to play through the Moria days can do that together. Everybody that wants to play through the Angmar days can do that together. And just never progress. You expect something special on VIP channel, like the once in a while special mount, housing, something? Yeah. Yeah, they haven't done that in a while. There we go, that's that one done. 2 more to go. Got 2 out of 4. Good deal. Go ahead and leave instance. They gave away the Dispeller of Isengard set to VIP when in 75. Yeah. Only 204 on Arkenstone? See, I'm not 100% sure that this tool's accurate. See, now it's showing 496. I'm not sure if this really is server-wide, because if that's true, you know, it's displaying 100 entries, but it already goes down to level 9 down here, right? So that means that there's, what, 3 more pages of the other? So I guess the way it works is these aren't all the level 130s. There's actually 3 other pages with them. And it's just sorting the level on this first page. I don't know. And also, this doesn't include players that are anonymous, right? Let's see if we sort it by kinship. Does that change anything? No. It's still all the same people. Weird. Many on ARC are anonymous. I know quite a few people on LOTRO are anonymous that have even been in my kinship, and it's like kind of interesting when you have anonymous people in your kinship. Alright, well, we did just hit 42 viewers here on Twitch, which means we have more people watching than we have subscribers, so we need to go ahead and give that gift sub. So here we go. With the gift sub for tonight. 416 on crit column. Hey, pass the sugar. Enjoy the Twitch sub. Congrats. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra entries of the month, the giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Welcome to Den Gang, man. Alright.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
And we need to accept... Did we already accept them? I guess we did, right, when we started that one. Okay. Good. Ardent Esoteric. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I can say names. Alright. Are you okay? I don't know. Alright, let's do this one, then we got the last one, and then we'll continue on. By the way, Chromite, welcome, nice to have you here.
In an attempt to repel the forces
the chat did talk us in the other night to finally getting fidelity and honor as some of our virtue traits. So you can thank them for finally talking me into it.
Might be turned to your advantage. Damrod has tasked you with igniting
Jose,
a war
welcome.
between the orcs
Nice to have you here.
Minas Morgul.
There we go. Alright, get them all launched up here. Just gonna breeze through this one. We really just need to complete the thing. Because we also need the experience to gain favor with the faction, right? So that we can unlock the extra quests so we can see where things may or may not go in the future. That's something I'm curious about probably most, is just getting these rep quests done. There we go. We clicked on it. There we go. Get rid of these orcish weapons. I don't know why I look that way all the time. There's never anything that way. The error sound bothers you? You have filtered it on your account? Oh, the every time you press a skill and it errors out. Yeah, I could see how that could bother you. It's quiet enough that it, like if it was louder, it'd probably bother me too. I don't think I've actually filtered out any sounds on any of my characters. I could be wrong. There might have been a bug sometime where I did. But I'm pretty sure that I haven't. Oh, I would have never saw those. Never seen those. There we go. Sign of Chaos. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. This game really aged well? Yeah. I mean, this is probably one of the more ugly parts of the game, actually. If you go to, like, the lake in Evandem, for example, looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Because LOTRO was actually, which is crazy to me, LOTRO, which was already kind of an old MMO at this time, one of the first games completely, like out of all the other games, one of the first games to implement DX11. And so LOTRO got the really nice looking water and everything else that comes with DX11 way before a lot of old games did, and definitely even before a lot of the new games came out with it, right? Is everything doable on a free account? No. I mean, technically it's doable, but it's going to take a long, you know, you're going to have to be grinding quite a bit for points. You can get quite a long ways in this game, though, without grinding for points. But technically, yes, you can play everything for free, except for the newest content, but that'll be out in March for it to also be playable with in-game currency. Also, you can't PvP on the good people's side with just a free account. You have to be VIP for that. Technically, you can buy time, but it's at a really horrible rate. And that's, I think, the only real restrictions as far as like content and gameplay goes. But yeah, LOTRO, when it switched to free-to-play, definitely one of the best free-to-play models. Since then, there have been some really good free-to-play models that have come out. And so LOTRO's not quite as good, but it's still a pretty decent model, I feel like. It's not super horrible like some of the games I've seen. You think that PvP only being VIP for free people on that side is stupid? It's not even a good system and it's underbalanced. Why make something you'd pay for? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's not even a focus of them anymore, right? So, yeah. I'd definitely say it's not worth it paying us up if your only reason is to get do PvP. But some people do it. You know, I'm not here to tell you how to play the game. That's the cool thing, is there's all these different play styles in LOTRO. You think the LOTRO was the first MMO to do free-to-play? So LOTRO was the first, and this is according to them, it's the first successful MMO to go free-to-play as far as I know. LOTRO, according to the initial story that they put out, and it still seems to be the case to me, but this is according to developers, LOTRO didn't need to go free-to-play, it chose to. DDO apparently needed to go free-to-play. They saw how good DDO did when it went free-to-play, and decided to choose to make LOTRO go free-to-play. And so, as far as I know, LOTRO was one of the first, if not the first game to choose to go free-to-play and not do it out of necessity. Do you get more XP while leveling when subbing? Yes. So yeah, you can level faster. It's not like a huge rate, so it's not like, oh, you need to be VIP to level. And in fact, LOTR has too much LOTR has more you'll be leveling faster. Not being VIP, you'll be leveling faster just on the normal content without being VIP. Then you can actually, then the content actually progresses. So you'll be out leveling things even that way. If you want to do everything on a single character. Isn't there some new Lord of the Rings MMO coming out? Yeah, Amazon is working on that. I would not be holding my breath because you'll probably be suffocating for like 3+ years at this point. Amazon is currently working on their New World MMO. That's apparently going to be releasing in May. I'm going to be playing that on my channel just to see what Amazon's MMO type is. And, you know, it could be totally different than the Lord of the Rings MMO, but I still am curious, wanting to see. It's supposed to be in the same game engine. So that alone is kind of interesting. I want to see how, you know, the new MMO would look. It looks like it's going to be full AAA, like really nice fancy graphics. So that's exciting. But yeah, I'm expecting, I would be shocked if we get it before the end of 2022. Absolutely shocked if the new MMO comes out before then. And I think that that is a very generous estimate. I'm guessing we won't see the new MMO till probably 2024. I almost said 2042. That was going to be wrong. Yeah, it's going to be quite some time. I think the Gollum game that was announced is definitely going to be coming out before then, which we're also going to be playing on this channel. And the Gollum, what's interesting is the Gollum game, not by Amazon, not any of that. It's by Middle-earth Enterprises, I believe. Not Middle-earth Enterprises, but it's through, the rights are not through Amazon. They're through, yeah, I guess it would be Middle-earth Enterprises, yeah. So it's kind of interesting. There's now 2 people, you know, 2 different organizations that are licensed to make Tolkien games. So there really could be a bunch of Tolkien games coming out in the very near future. Hope we don't see the new MMO for a while. It's going to take time. Yeah, I hope that they take as long as they need. I don't want to see the new MMO come out right away. I want them to take their time. Well, here's how it is, Bellon. I'm not talking about rights for things like that. I'm talking about the existing rights that are already out there. Amazon has exclusive television rights. Nobody else can make a TV show. It's just Amazon. They paid a ridiculous amount of money to do it. So Amazon exclusively television rights. With those television rights, Amazon can make games not based on the books, as far as I understand, but based on the TV series. Or related in some way. At least within the same world as the television series, right? They'll probably do what LOTRO does and just follow the books or something like that, but there's, you know, that potential there. So, you know, that's kind of interesting. And who knows, maybe Amazon will work with Middle-earth Enterprises and they'll team up and do things that way, but Middle-earth Enterprises has rights to the films, and from that they've gotten rights to the games, and I think they actually have rights to pretty much just all adaptation except for television. And I'm pretty sure they have exclusive movie rights. And I think those include The Hobbit as well. Nobody has rights to any of the other material, right? So, like, Amazon can't make a Silmarillion TV show. They just have rights to the Lord of the Rings. Now, they can do things that from the Lord of the Rings books that overlap with the Silmarillion, that are maybe just mentioned once, but if it's mentioned once, potentially you could go into the whole thing, right? But yeah, Amazon has just the book rights, and as far as I know, just the book rights for Lord of the Rings, not even The Hobbit. So, or TV rights is what I meant to say. So, You know, they seem to have a very limited set of rights, whereas Middle-earth Enterprises has a much broader set of rights. By the way, Middle-earth Enterprises is something completely separate from the Tolkien estate. Alright, did we do everything? I think we did everything. You doubt Christopher Tolkien didn't make measures to protect the Lord of the Rings series before his death? It seems like, because keep in mind, Christopher Tolkien stepped down from the Tolkien estate to he was still part of it, but he was no longer the chairman or whatever. And it seems that was the catalyst for Amazon to get the TV rights. It seems Christopher Tolkien stepped down, and instantly the TV rights went up on sale. If you look back at the, schedule of events back then.
Now then.
And so, that's kind of crazy, right? So it seems already more rights are coming into play. And it also seems like Christopher Tolkien decided to step back before he passed away. And so it's now up to the remaining members of the Tolkien estate on what's going to happen. Now, I doubt they'll just completely be like, forget you, Christopher Tolkien, and go off and do their own thing. I highly doubt that. But we'll see. I still don't think we're going to see the Silmarillion anytime soon. I don't think those rights are going anywhere anytime soon, but I could be wrong.
Shargoth, the leader of the Kurgrim Bone Worshippers, hides far within Gorth Adnur, the Deep Barrow. He and his followers seek to complete some dark ritual of necromancy and must be stopped.
Yeah, LOTRO did date back to 1999 and then didn't come out until 2007. Now there's a little bit more involved there, right? Because LOTRO saw what WoW did. It was about to release, right? It was going to have a much quicker turnaround than that. But then it saw WoW happen, and it decided to delay it from like 2005 to 2007. But still, the production cycle for an MMO is usually about 6 years. So it's quite possible we might not see that new MMO till 2025. That would be a 6-year period from when they seem to have gotten the rights. Maybe 2024. I'm trying to remember if it was 2018 or 2019. So maybe 2024. It's quite possible it won't be till then. Hey Vori, welcome. Nice to have you here. And yeah, ending fire. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But it does seem like that there's definitely going to be a renaissance of Tolkien happening. As many news organizations have said, and I thought of independently, it seems like everybody agrees Tolkien's coming back in a big way with this new Amazon series. Which the Amazon series seems like it's going to be coming out pretty soon, right? Like, I don't remember, did they say it's going to come out the end of this year? Am I remembering right? Like, I could be crazy, but I seem to be remembering that that's the case. They start filming next month. So yeah, with the process of filming to editing, that it probably would be this year, or if not, early next year. So yeah, that's right around the corner. And once that gets out, then they can focus a bit more on, making the game probably be a bigger priority within the company. Because my guess is they won't be really scaling up the game development, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. And, Amazon might really scale up development pretty quickly on the game and end up with a game that's here far sooner than we expected. Last time I checked, though, they're still looking for a story guy. They don't have anybody to do the story for the new MMO, based on their open positions for the studio. So that's some pretty early development if you don't have anybody to do the story yet, right? Like, I'm guessing they have story ideas, they just don't have somebody to coordinate the story, is my guess. They don't have a lore guy yet. Which, personally, if I was making a Lord of the Rings MMO, that'd probably be the first thing I get. But I don't know that much about game development and how much time it takes before you'd want to be implementing story, right? So, who knows?
No, too late.
Yeah. Let's go.
Andang will have what he seeks. The ritual has been
The core of the writing and world building usually happens in pre-production. Yeah, that's my understanding too. So my guess is we're still minimum, absolute minimum 3 years, not even the 2 that I said earlier, if, you know, that's the case. Either way, it's a long time from now. But it is going to be coming. I don't see a world where that MMO gets canceled unless things just go horribly wrong. I think Amazon won't let it be canceled. But I could be wrong, you never know. Like, even if they scrap everything they worked on and rebuild something else, I don't see them just abandoning a Lord of the Rings MMO idea completely. I think that they'd probably just rebuild what they had and turn it into something else, right? If their TV series gets bombed, then it will get canned. I disagree. I think they have too much money invested in this property to can any project. I think the opportunity cost is too great. Because they spent a ridiculous amount of change on the Lord of the Rings property. Amazon has too much data? Maybe. You have a VR hunch too? Yeah, that could happen.
will consume you.
I mean, yeah, that's all true, but you can, even with all the information in the world, it's still very easy to make a horrible adaptation. Like, to me, that's more reason why it would bomb and not less. Because they'd be trying to please everybody, right? And that is part of what was wrong with the Hobbit films. There was a lot of other stuff wrong. But in my opinion, that's part of what was wrong with the Hobbit films. Trying to please too many fan bases. They already signed to do the second season right away. So yeah, under contract, I guess they have to do 2 seasons, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is true. I remember hearing about that. Hey, Hard Hit, welcome. Nice to have you here. But yeah, even if it's the worst thing in the world, I still think there's going to be enough Tolkien fans out there that have been craving good Tolkien stuff, right? To go and at least check it out for a month, right? And we'll see how... I don't know. If you have Amazon Prime, do you automatically get the Amazon streaming service? I don't know how that works.
A new sacrifice.
You do? So yeah, then everyone with Amazon Prime is probably going to at least watch part of this. And if that happens, I think that they'd probably see it as a pretty good success, right? Because I think even if it's horrible, there'll be enough people that'll watch it. Just because it's Tolkien. Because a lot of people forget just how big the Tolkien IP really is. So, anyway, it'll be very interesting to see what they do and how people respond to it. I'm excited to be, you know, we're going to have plenty of stuff to talk about Tolkien-wise, and I'll probably run out of time to do everything, right? Because there's going to be the Gollum game, all that stuff, new MMO, you know, having to play LOTRO and another MMO just for Lord of the Rings stuff, like that's going to be a lot, right? So... And we'll see if, like, release dates overlap. Like, if LOTRO had an expansion the same time that the new MMO did, that would be crazy, right? So, we'll see what happens. Wait, I think we might actually have to do the other instance to finish this do 10 quests thing. I don't know. We shall see. I'm hoping that the complete 4 quests counts towards the 10 quests and we're good to go. This one complete 10 quests from the instances.
Strength, decay.
I knew we'd get interrupted. But I still tried anyway. Because there's 9. We're still gonna need one more, I think. Because the way that the new instances work with the old ones. There we go. Oh, hey, we leveled up Honor. And yeah, it's looking very much like we're gonna have to do a little bit more if we want to get this. We'll see what the rewards are in a moment here. 3,000 virtue XP. It's worth it. It's worth it. Alright.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
I think that just finished it, didn't it? Yep, that did. Cool. We didn't have to do it. Nice. What's with this? It glitched out. It's completed. Why is it still here? Remove it. There we go. Yeah, it's not even on here. That's weird. It glitched out. Anyway. We got that done. Now we need to figure out our rep. Let's go to an update. Open reputation here. And then Reclamation of Minas Ithil. Can you join my kinship? Yeah. much we got? Alright, one more of these. And then 1,000. There we go. Now, what's his name should have a quest. Yes, he does. Let's also check this out. So we're at 42 now. Extra morale, tactical mitt, critical defense, and more morale. And the other one here is for tactical mitt, vitality, physical mitt, and max morale.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
If they make it as good as the Lord of the Rings films, it won't fail. I'd say if they make it better than the Hobbit films, which were, keep in mind, very successful financially. If they make it better than the Hobbit films, I'd say that they're in a good spot. And that's a very low bar. I think after the failure of the Hobbit films, people are craving Lord of the Rings that's even half as good as the original trilogy, right? Let's hope the internet decides to cooperate this time. Yeah, I hope so. You can only buy the expansion from the page. Yeah, that is true, Jillab, until March, I believe it comes out in March. Whenever the Shelob raid, which apparently is going to be in March, comes out, I guess that's when it gets released, right? Probably a little bit after the Shelob raid comes out. My guess is Shelob raid late February. Then that goes on sale in March. Yeah, I know. It's sad. Yeah, they did the same thing with the Mordor expansion. It's still really, really annoying. I don't agree with pretty much every part of their pricing of the expansions, but that's just how it is. By your estimate, if you were to buy the expansion as a brand new player, how long would it take you to get geared up for the new raid? Me to get geared up? I'm still trying to get geared up. A decent player at this game? Probably, I'd say like a week. Especially if you had a group that you could do it with, you know, do the instances with. They could get you the gear even faster than that, just from drops. Yep. You have succeeded in this first trial and the destruction of the Orb of Wrath. Now the time has come to find the second artifact. Our scholars have continued their studies of the text and have concluded that it can be found upon the Circle of Sorrow in Minas Tirith. In Minas Morgul. We shall search for it at once. This gets us more rep. And 10 sigils, which gets us more rep if we get enough of them. Cool. Alright, let's go to Minas Morgul.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Like every time you see Knights of the Old Republic articles, somewhere you get a chill as a new take, no thanks. Well, they said they're going to be doing a revamp, right? That sounds interesting. 40, they don't know the game is dying. See, the price of the base edition of the expansion, I completely agree with because of inflation. Technically, games should be costing like $100 for new games. And expansions should be costing like $50. Technically. If you were to apply inflation to things. So thank goodness it's only 40. That's one thing that I'm actually fine with. It's the higher tiers and what's included in those higher tiers that I have issues with. But yeah, with inflation taken into account from when LOTRO initially released till now, technically they should be actually more than $40 expansions. So thank goodness they're not more than 40. That's true. You do have to look at the current market you're in. I think the market's wrong. Like, you look at all the game companies that are closing down or having issues developing these huge AAA games. If the market would increase the price of a AAA game and get everyone to agree that that should be the price and stop all this DLC nonsense, I think the industry would be a better place. If you had more expensive games that just had all the content from DLCs already in them instead of charging people after the fact, I think that'd be better. I gave you an invite, but it looks like you can't join until you finish the introduction.
Let us not tarry.
Alright, let's go and repair that and make our way on inside. Oh no, I completely don't think they'll stop this, Lydia. I'm just saying what I'd like to see the industry go to. And DLC is the reason why games are still at that price. Yeah, that's totally the reason. Their solution to inflation was DLC. I think that's the wrong solution. I think players, if a company was bold enough to say, we're not going to release any DLC, here's the price of our DLC-less game, I think people would be more likely to pay something like that and would be happier about it. I think there are so many people that are actually so upset with the DLC climate that people would actually be happy to pay more if they knew for a fact that there would not be DLC. There are still great games with media expansions. Yeah, that's true. And I think you can definitely release games at lower prices, right? But, you know, the cost of making games really is going up because people are being paid more, right? With inflation, their wages are higher than they were 10 years ago. And as far as I know, that's the largest cost to making games, is the wage of the employees. And so the risk for new IPs keeps going up for games that aren't planning to have DLC. Which, I guess there aren't any, right? But yeah, I would much rather have a better, higher cost game than a game that, you know, they make the game and get it to a decent state and then immediately go and work on DLC instead of trying to make the game be even better. Because they start working on that DLC way before the game comes out. Especially if a game has a lot of DLC. Yeah, they still only charge 50 to 60. But I guess the point I'm making is that the cost of games is going up. The price of games is also going up, but it's going up through a way that I don't like with DLC. Because yes, there are still $50 to $60 games, and there are still games that don't have DLC, but they're getting very, very, very rare. Here we go. This is the tier for this quest. It is saddening. Remember when you used to go in a game and it'd have like all these different cool like cosmetics and things like that, and you didn't have to pay for any of it? It was just part of the game, and the devs made it because they might have had like free time one day or, you know, something like that. And it just, or they just wanted to make it and made it into the game, or in a lot of cases, devs stay late and put that stuff into the game. Whereas now, if a dev stays late, it gets sold as DLC. and they get paid overtime, and that's all that it is. Which is awful. Yeah, Jillib, it's exclamation 2020 to enter. If you want to find out about the giveaway, it's exclamation giveaway. Yeah, it looks like you're already entered in. Hey, Bongorfians, welcome, welcome. But yeah, I just feel like pricing of games is going in the wrong direction. I would much rather pay more for a game that's guaranteed to be a complete game that won't have any DLC. Especially, what really annoys me is games that have like the end of the story as DLC. That's the worst. The absolute worst. Yeah, I would much rather just pay for outright for a full game and be done. But I know that's not where the market's going. And I do think things like, you know, games that maybe have you just pay for multiplayer or just pay for single player, I love that model, right? I think that makes a lot of sense. But games that like charge extra for the conclusion of the story, that's probably the most egregious use of DLC. Maybe not the most, because there's some pretty egregious uses, but it's something that really annoys me. Do these guys count? I mean, they're wraiths, so they should, right? Shades and whites, it looks like, so not wraiths, potentially? No, they count. Cool. Hey, Night Arkenstone, welcome, welcome. And yeah, you're actually cutting content or selling an incomplete product. Yeah, that's kind of why you didn't LOTRO Helm's Deep expansion. It was the first time you had to buy the epic story. Yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah, I'm still upset about that. Believe it or not, nowhere near as upset as I was. But I'm still upset about that. I do like how with Mordor... Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I do like with Mordor how they made the Black Book of Mordor. If you bought either expansion, you got the full Black Book of Mordor. I thought that was really cool. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, man. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra entries in the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. You guys are going crazy with the subs tonight. Really appreciate all the support, guys. But yeah, at the same token, though, technically, the Black Book of Mordor should have been free too, right? It'd be nice to see that continue on. Find and defeat Thargon. They're way over here, okay. No, Slow-Tato? The Black Book of Mordor is not free. It's included with the Mordor or Minas Morgul expansion. You can buy either one and it's included there. But honestly, if you didn't buy the expansion, like the story, you know, I think a lot of the story elements might not make sense. So it's probably both expansions, yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what they do with what I'm assuming will be Volume 5 of the Epic Story, right? I'm guessing they're going to move back to the Epic Story model at some point down the road. I doubt they're going to just never have another Epic Story, right? But who knows? Maybe they decide that that's finished. But I'm guessing with, like, the Scouring of the Shire, right? It would make a lot of sense to have that be part of the epic story. And the whole return journey, so Aragorn's wedding and all that stuff. I'd be surprised if they don't have at least an epilogue book, like a whole, or volume, an epilogue volume to the epic story that's like an epilogue to the first 4, right? Yeah, exactly. I think Volume 5 will be the Scouring. I'd be surprised if they do something different, but who knows, maybe they will. And again, who knows when the Scouring is going to be, because it seems like we're kind of focused on making our way up to Gundabad, right? And dealing with Skarsgård and all that stuff. Which, you know, how's Skarsgård going to tie back into things now that the Black Book of Mordor is finished? Lots of questions on how they're going to structure this story. Back to LOTRO specifically, I think the largest block to people jumping in is how there isn't a battle chest that includes all the old content. Yeah, right? I think, and I've said this already tonight, I think they need to make all Shadows of Angmar content completely free. And then have a giant everything else bundle that a player could buy at a significantly discounted cost from what it would actually be. It's hard to convince friends to start. Yeah, I think even if you had the battle chest and everything, I think it would still be hard to convince friends to start. I would love to see LOTRO do what ESO did and allow you to level anywhere, right? Have it all scale to you. As far as just the landscape content goes. And then have, you know, still raids and instances work like they do currently. Of course, I don't know how that would work. Like, you'd probably need to scale the instances that are story focused. Right, I guess it's in here. Yeah, it looks like it. The Hall of Rot. Okay. It looked like Row. Also, at the end of Volume 4 and the Black Book was disappointed. They didn't add a unique title like all the others. You love collecting titles. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, to me, there's so many titles in the game that I'm not too focused on them anymore, right? The high-end level is daunting for new players, yeah. And having the only option to skip levels be paid at a significant cost, I think is a huge mistake. To me, it seems like LOTRO doesn't understand that if you get people in your, you know, let's say you get players into your game, after you get them in, they will pay money into the game, right? But getting them in should be the focus, and so I think they should do a lot more to get new players in. Yeah, I think all of the, like, level to whatever, I think you should be able to level to whatever, like, exclude the gear and all that stuff. Because I understand having to pay for gear, that's to satisfy other people. But maybe let you level to some level and have, like, really horrible gear for free. And then the thing that you're paying for is all the items and stuff that you get when you use the Gift of the Valar and stuff like that. To me, that makes sense to have a free option. Just to get players into the ecosystem. Because like if you look Corsair, their business model, and I know this is totally out of gaming, but Corsair has a business model of trying to build ecosystems and products that work well with each other. And so a lot of Corsair products work with other Corsair products really well. Sometimes to the point where they make it to where you kind of have to have some of their other products in order to be able to use them. Having 100 people paying 40, or having 1,000 people paying 20. Exactly. I don't think LOTRO understands markets of scale. And if they do, they're doing a really bad job showing it. I still don't like... I really don't like the decisions LOTRO's marketing team has made. Completely. And you know, I'm sure they're great people and they know exactly what they're doing. I don't think they do. Because to me, LOTRO's biggest weakness is marketing and pricing. Well, also lag, but that's like LOTRO's 3 biggest things. Marketing, pricing, and lag. If those 3 things got fixed, LOTRO would be in such a good spot. Because LOTRO already has great story, great landscape, the Tolkien IP, all that stuff. If they could fix those 3 things, those are such big things. 2 of those things are fixed very easily. Pricing. Here's how I'd fix pricing. Lower the price. Done. No, it's a little bit more involved in that, but it'd be fairly easy, right? The second thing, marketing. LOTRO employs marketing people that are, their job is to market. Here's what I would do. Take the money you're paying those people and use it to use it for Google Ads. And make them like community people or something like that, but so that they don't lose their job, or you know, wait for people to leave the company and then change their position into something else, right? Use that money to market the game with Google Ads or something like that. And like a really good Google ad. Have them make the Google ad before they leave. That's 2 problems fixed right there. The third problem, lag, probably won't ever get fixed, but at least you got 2 out of 3. Where is this guy? You asked why they don't offer an upgrade on level on the upgrade expansions online. They didn't think of that. That sounds like it. As a brand new player so far, it seems interesting. You could no longer stomach WoW or EverQuest, so this is refreshing. At least so far. Yeah, I think LOTRO is great. That's why I play it, right? But I think LOTRO has a huge problem getting the word out. Nobody knows LOTRO. A lot of people don't know LOTRO exists. That's a problem. Everybody forgets about Lord of the Rings being an MMO. When Amazon mentioned that there's a Tolkien MMO being developed, a lot of people didn't even realize LOTRO existed. Ironically, Amazon developing an MMO caused LOTRO to get a lot of new people to know in the back of their mind that there's another MMO out there, because in all the news articles, LOTRO was mentioned. LOTRO got more publicity from another game being developed than it did on its own marketing. That should not be the case. When your biggest promotion point is that another game that's kind of similar to yours is being developed. Guild Wars 2 has the same problem? Yeah. I have seen more Guild Wars 2 ads than I have LOTRO ads, though. But Guild Wars 2 is also a newer game. I'd say if you follow the lines of the games as far as marketing, and let's say it's like a downward trend, they're both probably the same downward trend if you had the years as far as like first year into the game existing and second year into the game existing. If you did it that way, they'd probably have a similar thing. Their budget's bigger? I don't know. I think LOTRO has a pretty big budget. I think people would be pretty surprised. Based on what the Players' Council said when they visited Standing Stone Games and were surprised at how many people there were, I think LOTRO is bigger than a lot of people realize as far as how their budget and things like that. Can't remember the last time you saw a LOTRO ad? I can. It was Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep, there was actually a pretty decent ad push. I actually saw more ads for Helm's Deep than I did Riders of Rohan. Yeah, I saw a lot of Google ads for Helm's Deep. And it was like months. It wasn't just a short time. There was a major marketing push for Helm's Deep. When you open your old Lord of the Rings DVD cases. Sadly, Helm's Deep was super horrible. Yeah, it was like the worst expansion to be advertising, ironically. It's pretty disappointing. Does anybody know where this enemy is? It looked like you were walking. It looked like he was walking down a path, but he's not. Who are you looking for? This is Thargon. It's part of the reputation quests for the instance stuff, the reclaiming of Minas Ithil. It's the Trial of Sorrow quest. Upstairs. Yeah, where are the stairs? I can never remember in this particular location where the stairs are. It took me forever the first time. I don't remember where they are again. Right, I know that there's mobs up there. I don't remember where the stairs are to get there. Because I'm pretty sure they're not through here. And, like, seriously, I have a major problem finding stairs here for some reason. Yeah, I think they're back here, actually. Entering the front door, go to the right. There's the first doors. Alright, here's the main door. We're gonna go right. And there's the first stairs. Go straight and left instead from the doorway. Oh yeah, there's the stairs. I seriously can never find these. Thanks, Chromite. Don't go right, go straight, then left. So these aren't the correct area, huh? We'll go ahead and wipe them out here. Yeah, so we gotta go straight and then left. On the stairs with no mobs. Cool, we'll get there. Thank you, Chromite. Really appreciate it. Alright. Straight. Then left here? Or is it further? Ah, here they are. You can even parkour across the ledge from one balcony doing it. Really? I want to try that now. Alright, here's the strange razor. Let's go ahead and fight these hands that are crawling up the stairs here. There we go. Oh, they're almost there we go. Appears from the flames. That's not creepy at all. Thargon. How far gone is Thargon? Find out tonight on Middle-earth Reports or something. I don't know. Oh, he wants to talk now. Okay. Someone must have cleared every time you go there. You've done it like 8 times. I grow weary of our confrontations. You must have realized by now that I cannot be defeated. Yes, I know the artifact you seek. Why ever would you care about such a useless trinket? No matter. You will never find it here in the city, champion. I have hidden it away with Anguintari's brood. Search for it. That search will only lead to your death. Then I will finally be rid of you. Alright. Where's this parkour area? Back here? The story was fantastic, but you couldn't bring yourself to do it twice, let alone 8 times. I could do this twice. I don't know how many more times than twice I could do it. Oh boy. Oh, gotta jump over that little thing. And then we can go on these? No, we can't. Alright, and then back over through here. And hey, look at that, we did it. Cool. Alright, now we can just hop down now that we've done it. Well, if I had known that. Search a location where the artifact might be. Search a second location where the artifact might be. Search a third location where the artifact might be. There's... oh, the third one's way in there. Okay, let's go ahead and port out of the city here. Or not. Or not. Come on. Why can't I hit you? You need a valid target. This is a valid target. Whatever. There we go. Yeah, man, everyone hasn't stole it from you yet. You never found the stairs either, so you took that route. Nice. Captains should be able to delegate these kind of quests to their herald. Have a timer and the herald notifies you. See, that stuff like that would actually be really cool, right? Or have like a hungry hobbit go and like do things for you and you pay him food. I still like the idea that every time you get mail as a VIP, have like a hobbit come and deliver it to you, right? From like the post or whatever, or some sort of NPC that would be appropriate for the area. I think that would be a really cool like perk of being VIP, having like NPCs come up and talk to you. I think would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that would be like, I think people would even pay for like that from the store as like a separate thing, right? How cool would it be to have your mail come to you as like a certain NPC or something? That'd be awesome. Nista, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Played this game and gave up the first few missions. Yeah, it's easy to give it up. The beginning is not the best, but it does get so much better, and man, the story gets to be really, really, really good. Like, one of the best stories in gaming, by far. They do such a great job of adapting. Akon had a critter delivered to you, but ran if you're in battle. Okay, that's cool. Death to the hobbits.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
Okay, so we need to go up here. Akkad Terran, you know, that place. Here we go. Hey, I'm a hobbit. All right. I legit thought of it being like, hey, you know, quiet down. The humans are talking right now. But I thought that might cross a line, so just keep going. Aeon? Yeah. Or Ion. I don't ever remember how you said that, how the correct pronunciation of that game was. I think they actually maybe pronounced it differently in their promotional stuff now that I think about it. I could be misremembering, but I've definitely heard it pronounced both ways by other people. Yeah, I remember the character creation being amazing for that game, wasn't it? And the ability to fly, that was the other big thing, yeah. I thought the art style for that game looked pretty cool. But never gave it a try. Got to level 10? Nice. That's about as far as I made it in Guild Wars 2. I didn't like the idea of there being story that I couldn't ever see because I didn't join the game at the right time, right? That was my big limitation for Guild Wars. I can't play ESO because the launcher doesn't update properly for me. Oh my gosh. And I've tried both clients, and neither one works. I've tried disabling my firewall, doing all that stuff. I've tried it at other people's houses. Still doesn't update right. So I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's a service provider thing. And the way that that works with game companies. Because sometimes they have them on weird like block lists just because of the amount of data they use. So, who knows? Did I pass it? Yeah, I think I did. Keep him far away. Keep him far away. That's funny. Yeah, don't let that Andang guy play. It's like right there. It'd be crazy if we had to do like a drop down. Mission Impossible style, but I think it's actually just in this camp. No way it's gonna be here. Right? The artifact's not here. Great. Well, thankfully we didn't have to drop down and figure that all out. And man, Minas Morgul is still so cool to look at. One of the coolest cities in any MMO, I feel like. From a distance. When you actually get up to it, it's alright. But from a distance, one of the coolest looking cities. You should put either torches or some flame effect around your face. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know. I really do like just a minimalist style, but we could maybe change the border to red or something. Have a lit face. Yeah, forget that. We just get one of those, like, the mod that lets you change, like, into an animal or whatever. We just change into, like, a fire flame thing, right? And, like, the lips still move and all that stuff. I don't know what that is exactly, but I see some people streaming as, like, animals through that app thing. We just gotta become a flame. That's all we gotta do. Which sometimes, some of the people that do that, it's actually pretty funny, right? People that really make fun of themselves while doing that. It's fun. Anyway. No lag. Hey, not having lag would be a new feature. 2, force people to wear shoes unless they were a hobbit. 3, solid 60 FPS at all times. No frame rate hitching ever. Those would be pretty good. Only game you ever had issues with was DCU Online. Never got it to work. I played through that actually. Had no problems there. Yeah, for some reason ESO is just the problem child. And I haven't tried it since their most recent expansion, so maybe they've fixed it since then. And I've been wanting to get back in so I can finish Somerset, but I haven't yet. Because adventuring in Minas Morgul, you can barely see your face cam border anyway, so a color change would be kind of cool. I mean, I could do a color change right now if you really, really wanted me to, but I don't know. What I used to do when I was on YouTube is had the cam match like my shirt, the color of my shirt. So whatever the color of my shirt was, the cam border would match that. Or like this multicolor one, I'd probably pick gray and then have gray go around. Whichever one is on the border kind of thing of me as well. Anyway, is it this way or is it totally different? I think we have to go through there, right? Or did we miss the way? I think we missed the correct direction. Because yeah, that goes into all that. It's definitely not in there. It's up further back that way, so we gotta go back. USO was fun, you tried that for a bit? Nice. Yeah, we took the wrong turn at the spiral thing. The spiral thing, the switchback is what I'm trying to say. The stair, switchback. Okay. I guess the winding stair, that's kind of a spiral thing. Klexmas, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Spider camp about the orc camps. Yeah. It's back there. Is back there. Yeah, ironically, we actually did want to go. Not down there, I don't think, but around here. Yeah, we shouldn't have gone up these stairs. What we wanted to do was, oh geez, we didn't move fast enough. There we go. We made it. We made it. We made it. We wanted to go this way. We almost died there. believe we want to go up here. And it's been forever since I've been over here. I just don't remember at this point. I'm pretty sure we want to go this way. What's interesting? English. What's interesting to you is why would Stout Axes purposely go to Minas Morgul? And they originally rebelled against... Yeah, that's true. Why would they go back to Mordor, right? I mean, I guess they still want to fight for the freedom of any other people that are captive. Like, maybe it's a sympathy thing, right? Maybe they have a soft spot for anyone that's been in captivity. I don't know. I think that's your own character, you know, your own backstory that you make for the character, kind of a thing. And that's something I'd like to see MMOs focus on, more on, is the, not like serious roleplay, but like the somewhat roleplay, right? The like casual roleplay. I'd like to see MMOs focus more on the roleplay side of things. Is that Ram Durth place in the new zone part of Angmar? Or is that actually Mordor still? Everything in this zone is nothing to do with Angmar. You mean Wrath Duath? Is that what you're talking about? I'm sure there would be distinct distrust amongst the free people. So they have something to prove, yeah. It could enable more RP-friendly additions to the game. Or, like, actually have choices that you made about your character matter. I'm not talking about story decisions where you pick one or the other. Have you being a dwarf be a big deal. Like, in Guild Wars 2, I really like what they did, where they had each of the different races actually have their own stories. That was cool. I'd love to see something like that in the new Lord of the Rings MMO. Have a Hobbit-centric story, you know, all the different races, give them their own centric story. Here we go. We're flying high now. Well, unless we get stuck on rocks. I guess we need to be flying high, huh? No signs of the artifact here either. Great. Let's fight all the spiders that are still here. Oh geez, we should probably help Atlee here. We did have a lot of spiders. Remember when this was actually kind of difficult? We don't even have to worry about debuffs or anything now. Crazy what difference gear makes. Alright, now we need to go that one way over there. Good to know we're not just completely wasting our time here. That things are changing. For what seems like the better. I believe we want to go up here and then over, but it might be back that way. Or they might both go there, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it's just right over here. Alright, we're gonna go to the wolf people. That makes sense. We went to the orcs, we went to the spiders, and now we're going... Oh, jeez. I cannot believe we didn't die. Alright. Hey, buddy. Thanks for that spear. Just felt so great. Appreciate the active button. Nothing of interest here either. One more location where the artifact might be. In Toracungal. Of course. Can't believe it's not real butter. Absolutely, man. And yeah, all the races in LOTRO, basically the same. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I would love to see, you know, actual meaningful customization. And like more than just like throwaway dialogue lines that are just to appease you for having your race. Make actual changes that are totally different. Like have it, your whole story change based on the fact that you're a hobbit. And I know that takes a lot more development time. But man, I really think it'd be worth it. For the players that are into the story, I think it'd really be worth it. Having, and that increased replayability of story stuff so much. If you were treated completely differently based on what race you were in Middle Earth. And like, let's say you go to Lothlorien, have a whole lot of options not even be available to you if you're a dwarf. Like vendors, everything, like all sorts of stuff, right? I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe not even let you go to Lothlorien if you're a dwarf. Like stuff like that, I think would actually be pretty cool. It'd make the game a lot more interesting and cause you to want to actually create other characters. Be an outsider at first for the Elven area as a dwarf. Well, see, I want to go beyond that. Like, do you really think the elves want any other dwarf to go in there other than Gimli? Like, I don't see anything you could do that would get you enough rep with Galadriel to actually go there, aside from being a member of the party of the Fellowship or something like that. Like, it has to be that level of an event, right? At the current state of things. Or, like, you go to the Elf King's halls, and if you're a dwarf, he locks you up. He finds a way. You know, now obviously that's extreme and not exactly true to his character, but you could find a like reason to do it, right? Like stuff like that would be kind of cool. Are we back to the path yet? I think we're finally there. Maybe. You changed your name to Andang Fire? Just noticed. What's the fire for? So, Chromite, you missed the talk. Not the talk, but just a talk. So, Andang means torch in Indonesian. So the idea is that it's a lit torch when we're live here on Twitch. Hence fire. Also, Amazon, their TV service is called Amazon Fire. So it makes sense. We're live here on Twitch. You know, fire works that way too. The reason for the switch is because we've been trying to get off of the _LP basically since we started doing Twitch way back in June. Started seriously doing Twitch way back in June. We had this account a long time before then. Way back from like 2012 weather stock. Maybe not that far back. 2014 weather stock, I guess. Amazon Fire was really appropriate when the Amazon was burning. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Tagir. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Hope I said your name right. Might be Tajir. I'm guessing it might be a more JG. But who knows? Well, I know. I'm assuming it's Tagir. Maybe. Don't laugh at me, Brandeth. Alright. How can we not get back to the path? This is our pro level gameplay. You can look forward to things like this when we play that Amazon game. We're going to be even more confused in that game, I'm sure. Unless it's like really linear. Alright. Because like in Uncharted, we don't have any problem navigating in that game. Okay, we finally made it back to the path. Here we go. Because, you know, a war steed's a great idea up here. I guess we didn't make it back to the path? Alright, that's great, the path's down there. But I think it hooks up back this way. I think we're at least decent. Tutorial tip. Click WASD to move? Click? I think you mean press. If I'm clicking WASD, I got more problems. First of all, I don't want to be known as a filthy clicker. I mean, I never click skills in this game. And man, you are really a filthy clicker if you click the movement keys, right? That's like a whole nother level of filthy clicker. Yeah, I've been a casual clicker, right? Like if you're elite clicker, you're using the virtual keyboard, right? And actually just clicking on the keys. That's a whole nother level, man. Alright, I think I'm going about this all wrong, but we're gonna go back down this way. And hopefully get to where we need to go. Yeah, the on-screen keyboard. Filthy gamepad. Hey, I'd be impressed if you're playing with like the gamepad, a game controller gamepad, right? I'd give props to you for that. I'd give props. Which is ironic because I just use a prop right now. Anyway, let's move on. Hey, Livia. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. You give me fake plastic swords? I mean, if they're lightsabers, you know, that's cool. I'll take them. Alright, now we're on our way. We'll probably somehow still get lost, but once we get inside, but we're on our way now. You know something strange here. Legolas and Celeborn are still here. Yeah, that is strange. You're right, game. Best zone to level at 100. Can someone please tell you? Let's see. 95, so this gets you to 100. So West Gondor is 100. Central Gondor was still 100, I believe. So it'd be over here in like East Gondor, Minas Tirith area, right? Somewhere over here, maybe further up. Somewhere in this area. And then from 105 to 115, that's Mordor. And then 115 to 120, That's going to be up here in the Mirkwood area and all that stuff. And then 120 to 130, that'll be Minas Morgul. Yeah, you did west already, so just continue on into central and further along. Yep, yeah, they're all level 100. So yeah, just do any of those and eventually you'll get to the wastes at 105. Yeah, if it were me, I'd just continue on to Central. I liked Central a whole lot better than East. Like, if you want to skip a zone, East would probably be the one to do it. There's scratch marks here. Like, big scratch marks. You guys not concerned about the scratch marks? Legolas! Alright, I don't think he's concerned. Let's keep going. Oh, right. There's actually, there's trade points in Eastern Gondor. And there's trade points in Minas Tirith. You really should probably go to... Okay. Skip Central Gondor. Unless you just want to do it. There's actually some pretty cool story there. But if you want to, just skip Central Gondor. Go to East Gondor. Do the quest there. Go to Pelennor. Do the quest there. And the Minas Tirith quest. So you get those deeds for your class traits. Oh, right. Central Gondor has class traits too. I forgot. Yeah, so you gotta do Central Gondor too. If you want the class traits. If you don't care about class traits, don't worry about it. I forgot about class trait points. Man, that's why I don't want to take alts through this game. I forgot. That's the reason. Having to do Helm's Deep again just for the trait points. That's awful. It was bad enough on my lore master. It actually wasn't that bad. It's just annoying that you have to do it, right? It's that feeling that it's something you have to do the thing that you want to do that makes it be annoying. But they're talking about eventually, like, I'm guessing they'll cap out points at 100. They might not, but my guess is they'll probably cap out points at 100. And if they do that, then Helm's Deep would be much less emphasized at that point. I kind of hope they do. I'm glad they have these marks to guide us. I'd be kind of lost in here. I'd be annoyed. I'd be annoyed if they weren't in here. Lead further in. Well, it'd be weird if they went back out, right? Yeah. Helm's Deep is the worst. It's pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst. I'm trying to think what my least favorite zone is. Eastern Gondor I really did not like at all because of Osgiliath. I hated Osgiliath. There's probably other zones I didn't. I didn't like, I really did not like Gorgoroth. Or this first area. Adun. I didn't like Adun at all. Hated Adun. Let's see, what else? Gondor was pretty alright other than Eastern. I don't think that there was anything in Rohan I didn't really like. Because I actually really liked Fangorn. A lot of players didn't. I really liked Fangorn. Lone Lands is our least favorite. I remember now. Lone Lands, least favorite zone in the game. By far. And it still annoys me that it's the last free zone. Revamp the LI system, maybe to instead of needing Scrolls of Empowerment and Starlets, to just be needing lots and lots of XP. Yeah, but then they don't make as much money, Brand Death. And heaven forbid that. I've been saying from the beginning that the LI that you get at level 50 should be the ally you have forever. Just make it a first stager, give it to players at level 50, be done with it, and only have one ally per character, don't have two. Make it actually be special. And maybe you can still find other allies, not in the numbers that you do, but maybe you can still find some of them. And they give you like massive buffs to your item instead of these like tiny minuscule things. Whenever you find a new one, like allow you to apply elements of it to your existing ally to upgrade it in a big way, right? Something like that would be much cooler. If they don't revamp the system to what you said, just have it to where it starts at 1-1 rank. Yeah, at least have it start at level 50. It's so annoying that you have to get all these different allies. Well, you don't have to, because I've done characters where I didn't. But it's annoying that you're expected to get all these different allies every 10 levels, right? Hey, take care, Bongorfians. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're nearly through this thing. So at level 50, when you get it, it would be a max of 25. And at 130, a max is 65. I don't know. I think if they just made it be like, you know, go through this whole thing, have you acquire it, have that be a pretty epic moment, like it is currently. But maybe make it more like to SWTOR when you get your lightsaber for the first time. Wow, that was lag. That was so bad lag. And then just continue on from there, right? I think it'd be pretty cool. Pile of bones? We came all this way for a pile of bones? Oh, geez. Engorged Broodmother, level 130. Here we go. But yeah, and just have it work like virtues work now, right? The spider has eaten the artifact. Alright. Yeah, let's destroy the Orb of Sorrow. What? Resist the Vision of Sorrow. Do we actually have to... Hello? There we go. Oh, dang. Nazgul. Oh, dang. Wow, that's cool. Dang. That is sorrowful. Cool. Alright, where do we need to go now? Back to that guy, right? Okay, let's go back to here and then we'll take the stable over there. I don't have to go all the way back. Definitely time to sell some stuff off.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
It is Ekaduliel, isn't it? Yeah. You've heard a lot of complaints about the Limelight Gorge? I liked the Limelight Gorge. Yeah, I really liked the Limelight Gorge. I loved the entire Great River. The Great River was one of my favorite zones by far. Like, I mean, it was really, really, really good. And a lot of people didn't ever experience it because it wasn't part of an expansion. That's what saddens me. Is a lot of people skipped that update. And it, in my opinion, was one of the best zones LOTR ever had. The Great River. It was a good intro to Gondor. It had awesome quest flow. It had all these different biome type things that were naturally flowing. It was really good. It wasn't like Inadwyth where it was all like so fake. All the different biomes. You played it and it was meh? You don't need a party. You can just be over level and then go through. But yeah, it's designed to be a party. Yep. What? Brandon has been banned from the channel. You're just joking. Okay. Got me worried, Brandon.
Bring glad tidings,
Got me worried.
friend.
That's funny. Andang, you have returned. It has been a while, and I feared you lost. What news of you about this second artifact? I see. You traveled to Kirithungol and undertook a trial of sorrow. I'm glad you were able to overcome a trial such as this. It must have been a heavy burden to shoulder alone. Space. It's huge. So huge that if you lost your car keys in it, it'd be almost impossible to find. Man, I love Ratchet & Clank. I don't know why, but his line at the end there made me think of that quote. I guess because they talk about being alone in space later on in that. Anyway, what am I looking for? Reputation. 12,000 now. Here we go. Almost there. I think that's all of them that we have, right? What's this? Oh, the Chronicle of the Third Age thing. That's cool. Alright. Well, we're over halfway to the reclamation of Minas Ithil. So that's good. Or the next one. I think there's 4 of these. I don't know. Chromite, if you're still around, how many of them are there? Jinsky, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Using an anniversary keg, you got to level 32 character to Parth Celebrant and farmed Cal Skarn there. Nice. That's awesome. Hey, take care, Ponton. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, so let's look here. We're at 42. How long have we been going here? Almost 3 hours. Reclamation 4. Final one, Trial of Death. What are we on? I think we're on 3 now. It doesn't say. Well, we did 2. So I guess there'd be 2 more. They let you barter sigils for embers. Right.
Let us not tarry.
We can do this. Wow, we got 300 just from doing those. That's actually not bad. Alright, so here's another 1,000, so that'll get us to 8,500 basically. Cool. There we go. Let's go ahead and sell all this, and then I think we're going to go ahead and do that giveaway and call it a night here. Let's see. So yeah, we didn't get to much virtue stuff tonight, but that's okay. We got a few levels here. It's all good.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
Repair all that and sell all the things. We got stuff from the Shire in here because we were doing that earlier. Too many requests. I know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Just too much for you to handle, game. I know. Tight stream, you love it? Well, we're trying to not have as many streams where we're streaming for like 5 or 6 hours because we're just getting really tired throughout the week, so we're trying to recover. Not be exhausted, because 4 streams a week is at 3 hours each is a lot for me anyway. Watching you is tiring. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And yeah, we'll open the next and final giveaway of the month after we do this one, so we're almost there. Let's go and unlock that one. I know it's kind of silly that I lock them when I actually go through every item, but I don't know. I like feeling like I'm actually looking through and being somewhat responsible of a player, even though I know it doesn't really matter. There's the ally guy right next to him.
Now then.
There we go.
Now then.
Done. Done, done, done. Oh, what I
Now
did want to
then.
look up. Yeah.
This is
I hit the
far
wrong one
from
again.
fair Ethelium. Let us
Going
not
too fast.
tarry.
It's not even in there. Wrong one again.
Let us not tarry.
Yeah, it just goes to tier 9. And then, yeah, there's nothing in there. It all stopped a long time ago. Alright. And you get them through different ways now, I realize. Hans get a 1,000 chance of winning. That's not true. I don't think there's even a setting for that, but there might be. But it's definitely not true. Alright. Let's do this giveaway. And when we return, we'll be doing more instances, because that seems to be the best way to earn experience. And we should be able to do the 3rd quest here, and then we just have one more quest for the reclamation after that, and then we're done. So that's cool. You get new relics that you can fuse from T10 to a specific relic and such. Okay, well you also get the Mordor relics, so... And then later relics as well. Right now we have the Mordor ones, I believe. Or Veils of Anduin, we got those, the Veils of Anduin ones. Yeah. There's Minas Morgul relics for tier 10. Really? Like in here?
Oh, this is far from fair Ethelium.
No. No. Definitely not. You had me going for a second. Sneh, the red squirrel. Right there. Alright, so tomorrow we will be streaming some Transport Fever 2. We connected all the cities. All 27 of them? 27 or 29, I don't remember. Hey, Mistweaver, welcome. And then now that we've done that, we're going to be connecting in all these different industries. So we're going to be diving into the whole industry side of things, which I'm really excited about, and making our main hub city grow into its full circle that we established last time. I can't wait for it. And then on Wednesday, we'll finally be getting back into some Spyro, which I'm super excited. Can't wait to go back into Spyro. We missed a week this last week because of the LOTRO update, so I can't wait to do that. And then on Thursday, we'll be getting back into Total War, and that might be our last stream. I don't know. We might have one more after that, or a bunch more, depending. But it seems like it's pretty universally known that the game gets to be very unstable as you get to the higher end, and so we're just having a lot of crashes in that game. Not because our computer or anything, but just because the game gets unstable when it gets that big, apparently. So we'll be figuring out what to do with that as well. But definitely at least one more Total War stream. Alright, with that information out of the way. Oh, and of course we're going to be streaming LOTRO next Sunday. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and say that this is the final chance to enter in to our 4th giveaway of the month here. Let me type in exclamation giveaway. Give you guys a final chance here. I should have done this in the other order and been talking about all that stuff while I was letting this be open. But yeah, final chance there. Let's see, how much stuff are we actually missing out on these quests that we didn't do?
Now then,
just a 200.
will you help bear
They're
my
all just
burden,
200.
friend?
Yeah.
Will you hear my plight?
Is the new one?
It does not
200?
tarry.
Yeah. Yeah, exclamation 2020 is the way to enter there. Alright. We'll let that go for just a few seconds here. We'll get in. You don't win, and you won last time, Brandeth. I believe. I might be misremembering. I think I'm misremembering. Never mind. Yeah, it was Gamer Buds. Yep, you're right. Yeah, they were saying it was rigged last time when they won. That was funny. Before they won, they said it was rigged. Anyway. I was like, well, he said it's rigged, so we gotta redo it. They didn't like that. Anyway. I'm really just looking forward. Like, we got these new instances, but we can't complete them yet. I can't wait till we can actually complete them. That'll be nice. Being able to actually complete instances. Well, we complete one, but we can't. The other one's literally still broken, so hopefully that'll be hot fixed. Based on the launcher, though, they might not even know that that one's broken. I'm hoping that they do, because you can't complete that either. Anyway, looks like everybody's entered in. We're gonna go ahead and do this. If you're doing it wrong, they know. Okay. No, I'm definitely not doing it wrong. It's a universally known thing. Alright, let's go ahead and close the giveaway here. And let me go ahead and open that up. There we go. And let's pick a winner. Hey, the cut purse. Congrats on winning. 5,000 LOTR points or a $50 Steam card. It's your choice. I'm going to send you a whisper. And make sure to respond to that so that you can get your points here. /W. Paste that in. Space. And then we'll copy it from over here. Oh, that was wrong. Does /W not work? This could be a problem. Oh, I did W/. That's funny. There we go. Whisper has been sent. So they have 2 weeks to respond. If they don't, for some reason, respond, what happens is the funds get used to make bigger giveaways next month. Are you tired? Probably, Jinjar. I mean, I'm ending the stream off at 3 hours instead of continuing on longer, so yeah, I'm kind of tired. I've had a headache. I had a headache all day yesterday, and then on and off today. So that's been kind of annoying. It was very annoying yesterday. Tired of BS. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, let me go ahead and reset this giveaway. And we'll allow entries here. Hey Sargareth, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and open up this giveaway. There we go, giveaways now open, exclamation 2020 to get entered in for our 5th and final giveaway of the month, which we'll be doing on like the 30th or the 31st of the month. Alright, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid here. Let's see. You know what? Everyone's still going tonight. We're gonna be raiding them. Raid Shadow Legends? Yeah, we should totally raid Shadow Legends. Here we go, queuing up that raid. The raid is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe. It's not, but maybe. Alright, well anyway, thank you guys so much for the fun tonight. It's been cool. And let's go ahead and get this raid started. Get those emotes ready. Get that hype going. And let's give everyone a good raid as they're playing through some StarCraft 2. One of my favorite games. Husky StarCraft got me started into being on YouTube and this whole content creation thing. So without StarCraft, I wouldn't even be playing in front of you guys right now. At least, probably not. It's unlikely. Anyway, take care, buddy. Have a great night. Let's have fun with this raid!